Right, so I'm going to go through these now. I will upload this to this week's learn page. Just going to close. Oh, sorry, not that one. Properties, close. Cool. Alright, so draw a line from the center of point A. So making sure we've got our ortho on for straight lines and making sure my CAD could hurry up that my center is turned on. Alright, usually I draw with all of them on, but you have to make sure your center's on for this one. Snapping from the center of A, come across 1500, enter, come straight down 800, enter. Draw a polyline. So polyline from the center of point A to point B to point C. Okay, to there. Cool. Alright, we're doing well. Use the rectangle tool. Draw a rectangle that is 500 wide and 600 tall. So rectangle, just click anywhere in here. 500, comma 600. Now it's clashing, so I'm just going to move that down to here. Repeat it again using a polyline. So polyline. Let's start here. 500, 600, 500, C. Cool, so they're the same. Offset the line by 50 and then copy the units across. So offset. Specify the offset distance of 50. So offset this line. Escape. Now copy them both across. So I'll select them both first. Copy. Now 1200 units across. So specifying the base point. Doesn't matter if I from here or here or even just up here. Okay, I'm just gonna wherever. 1250 across. Enter. Alright. Now rotate the line below by 45 degrees from its midpoint. Select the line, rotate, make sure I can snap to this triangle, which is the midpoint. Then just type in 45 and that will rotate it. Write your name along the line, so text from here to here. So Nathan. Cool. Alright, killing it. Now fillet the lines on the left to have a radius of 200 and chamfer the ones on the right. So chamfer these first, right click, repeat. You can come back up here every time you want to do it. For me, I just go right click on the mouse and repeat the last action. Makes my life a bit easier. Alright, fillet the lines on the left to have a radius. So let's go here, fillet down to radius of 200. So them to bend, right click, repeat, and them to have a bend. Cool. Stretch the rectangle would be 800 millimeters wide. So stretching at 400 to the right, stretch, cut through what I want to stretch, making sure both of these lines have been done. Now I can stretch from here, I can click over here, wherever I want. Just come from here. The measurement will move with me straight away. Oh, sorry. I can't read. So from here, 400. Cool. Change the text below through the properties tab to have a size of 200 and to be yellow. So I need my properties. Make sure properties is ticked. Come to my properties. What I'm selecting is this one. So change the color to yellow. You can change it here if you'd like. And the text height of 200. Cool. Awesome. Close that again. Draw 4 squares that are 90 by 90 in all of the corners. So I'll do it with a rectangle. I'll just draw one here first. 90, 90. Select it. Move from here to here. Copy from this corner. I want this corner to be here. Cool. Select them both. Copy again. I want this corner to be here. Alright, or you can mirror them. It's up to you. Alright, offset below by 90, 130, and 240. So offset 90, the outside. Offset 130, this line to the outside. Offset 240 to the outside. Cool. Move the circle from the bottom of the square to the center and change the radius. Okay. Making sure my center is on and my geometric center is on. Cool. Select the circle, move, so the middle of it is here, and the middle of that square is that line here, with that little white thing. Change the radius, so I click on it, alright, click on the blue node on the outside, so it's got a radius of 100 at the moment, 65, awesome, that does that. Mirror the circle across and then down. So just selecting this one, mirror from the midpoint, no, and then select them both again, mirror from this midpoint this time, straight across, no. Easy, we're on a roll. Offset the rectangle by 30 to the inside. Okay, so offset by 30, enter. To the inside, fill it in the new lines with a radius of 10. So fill it, radius of 10. So fill it that line with this one, repeat it. Awesome, so that bend there is 10. And rotate the object 90 degrees. So this one, rotate, I can grab its midpoint, just come straight down. Alright. Or you can type in 90, it's up to you. But because my ortho's on, it's going to be in 90-degree increments. Awesome. So trim the following to make it continuous. Trim. Okay, I'm just going to click enter. You can select the lines, it's up to you. Alright, and then we're just going to cut the ones that we want to get rid of. So this one, internal ones, same thing here. It's up to you as to the direction that you go through and do this. Alright, but these tasks here is just to get you used to using the functions of CAD. And you will need to know how to do them. Some of these, just a good hint for you, might show up in your exam. That's now continuous. Awesome. Extend the lines from the left to the second vertical line. So extend to this line. Enter. I want to extend these two and that one. Cool. Hatch the square below with an angle hatch with a scale of 400 units at 45 degrees. So hatch, what am I hatching? Hatching this one. Angle. Okay, scale of 400. And the angle is this one here at 45. Cool. Scale the square below by 1.2. So scale. Pick what I want to scale, enter, I'll scale from a corner, how much am I scaling by? 1.2. Enter. Cool. Measure the width and height of the shape below. So I'll do it from here. You can go to the Annotate tab to do it. Right click, repeat, here to here. Alright, so it's 400 by 650. Now you can go through and change the properties here to make it neater. What I would just do is I would just go match properties from this one because I'm lazy. Alright, change the layer properties on the circle to new walls, then lock the circle and move the square. Okay, so click the circle, change the properties to new walls. So it's currently on internal walls. Let's change it to in alphabetical order, new walls. Now let's lock that layer. So lock, let's lock this one. Now move the squares, so it doesn't matter, I can select them. Move, doesn't matter where I move it from, let's move it from here, 600. Cool. Unlock all the lines and change them to different layers, unlock 2 of them. Okay, so let's unlock this one, which unlocks them all because they're all obviously on the same layer. So all on a window label layer. Let's put, one on this one, and let's put one on this one. Okay, this is just 2 random layers I've picked, and let's lock 2 of them. So let's lock this one, and let's lock that one. So this one here is still free. Is it? Is it not? Oh no, I didn't change. Which one didn't I change? This one, sorry. Can't read my own bloody thing. Alright. And now let's lock that one. That's better. So now they're both locked and this one's free to move. This line here has become dashed because it is under the by layer property. So the layer that it's on has a dashed line in its properties. Alright, scale the square on the left to be the same as the square on the right. So firstly I have to know what the sizes are. So this one's 400 and this one is 200. Alright, 400 divided by 200. So what I want it to be divided by what it is. Alright, so I want this one here to be scaled up by 2. Now they're the same. Alright. Change all of the lines to be on the same layer and color, then chamfer or trim it to make it a square. Okay, so text 5. Let's put them all on text 5. Alright, so all H, text 5. What we can do, and the easiest way to do it, select them all. Because we've got different layers here, what we can do is we can change them all at once to be on text 5. And then we can change them all at once to be, light cyan. Escape, so now they're all the same. Now, chamfer or trim, let's use the chamfer. Actually, let's use the trim, we used the chamfer before. Enter, so just trimming it up to make it a nice square. Escape, awesome. Zoom away into the plate below and locate the bolts 25mm away from all corners. So how am I going to do this? Let's go with the line. Let's make it red so I can see it. Line from a corner. Let's come across 25. Let's come down 25. Let's come across 25. Okay. So the center of this sits here. So move from the center to the center. Okay. So it's located 25mm away from all the corners. Alright, so the center of this is 25 away from here. Now let's delete these lines. Alright, what I might do as well is delete the other circles, the other bolt holes, mirror, Mirror, mirror on the wall. Just makes my life easier. Don't erase them. Mirror again this way. Okay, because it's a square and symmetrical, I can do that. Alright, move the pink lines up by 630 units. Alright, so this one and this one move up by 630, enter. Copy the blue one. So copy this one, enter. Straight up by 630. It's a bit hard to see, but there is one there. Offset the pink lines down by 300. So offset 300. Down. Down. Draw the rectangles connecting the top and bottom lines, then offset them 10. So rectangle, so from here, rectangle to here, and a rectangle to here. Now offset them 10 outwards, so offset 10 to the outside, another 10 to the outside, 10 to the outside. Okay. Now what I've done here is I've got lines under lines, which is not good. So what I will do is just delete the lines, those pink ones. It's good practice not to have 100 lines sitting on top of each other. Okay, so just highlights them. Remember the selection tool. Make the external walls, internal walls on different layers and trim the studs. Alright, so let's grab these three outer lines. Make them on walls external. Okay, so that's these outer ones. Let's bring these in. Make sure these are on walls internal. Now, as I mentioned when I did the residential construction, or just the construction overview, this here is looking from on top. That's our 90mm stud. This is our 40mm wall gap, and this is our 110mm brick. Okay, so 110 brick, okay, 40 thermal gap, and then the stud. The reason this is reading 64.8 is because the scale here is obviously a lot smaller. Okay, so if I actually measure this whole thing, it's 2.04 meters wide, just so it fits in one of these boxes, so they're all the same, just because I've got OCD. But this wall thickness here, that's why we have these lines. Okay, so when you see these on your larger drawings, this is your stud, this is your air gap, this is your brick. Okay, so this whole thickness here is 240mm. Anyway, back to this. So trim them up. So trim, enter, and let's tidy them up. Okay, so the reason why all of our studs don't have intersecting lines is because of that top plate that we have. If we look at our framing from on top, we don't see these being disjointed like this. Okay, oh, what's going on? Go away. Okay, and for me personally, this is the most therapeutic part of doing a floor plan, is trimming it all up at the end. Alright, so that trims this. Now either use a polyline or a rectangle tool to join and chamfer. Okay, so rectangle from here, it's connecting them all to here. Now my lines here are red, yours could be green, blue, pink, whatever, doesn't matter. When we print them at the end of the day, we always print in black and white. Okay, so chamfer them. So let's come here to chamfer. And these are meeting on angles, so they will always meet like this. Alright, they always meet at a point. Chamfer again. Cool. Now let's draw another line from here straight across. Cool. So that connects this. Hatch the bathroom with a hatch, and use a polyline. Okay. So there's a few things we can do. We can use a polyline and draw everywhere, or we can go with a hatch. We can try this pick internal points. Okay, and we can pick one point here, doesn't do the door, and then we have to click the door again. Okay, so we can do this. Alright, and then get rid of that. And let's make this, say, 600. Oh, sorry, all the way around. 250. Alright, so that will work. That will hatch our bathroom. Okay, the other way you can do it is you draw a polyline, and you draw, I'll do it with you. So with a polyline, we go from here, and we literally draw around everything. If I can draw straight, that'd be even better. So polyline from this end to here. Alright, we can get away with little things, but we shouldn't. We should always be very accurate with our drawings. So coming around the door frame. Alright, our tiles, when you walk into your bathroom at home, this line here has to be there because your tiles come the whole way there. You don't open your door, and then there's a gap. Alright, and then the tiles start. You open the door, and then there's tiles straight away. Alright, now I've made a little mistake here, but I'll fix it up after. Alright, so keep going. This is the longer way to do it, but there's many ways to skin a cat. And then we can be a bit choppy when we come around the toilet, and it doesn't really make a big difference. Alright, all I'm doing is just getting a general outline. Alright. So clicking around it. So I know this is probably very boring to watch, and most of you probably just picked an internal point and be done with it, and I don't blame you, but we'll keep going. Alright, we'll just end it here. See? So that's a polyline. Come back to the hatch, and then we pick an object. Alright, pick the polyline, change this again. Okay, so it can be done either way. Then we just delete the polyline. Alright, same thing, still works. Awesome, on the home stretch. Label the rooms and the floor plan. Bed 1, kitchen, living, dining, bathroom. So text. So I'll put one here, which is our kitchen. Obviously this text is way too big. Alright, so in the properties, might change the layer as well to be text. Let's go for this one. By layer, make it white, and let's make the text height 100. How's that look? That will do. Escape. Close this. Awesome. So kitchen, copy. I'll have living, dining. I'll take the ortho off just so I can move them around a bit. This one here, and then this one. Alright, obviously this here is the bedroom. Bed 1. This here is my living / dining. And this here, just double clicking it to get to it. This is my bathroom. Let's go bath. That's fine. Cool. Measure the wall. So let's put the ortho back on so everything's straight. Measurements have to be straight. Let's go Annotate Dimension. Alright, so what I want to mention is from this corner to this corner. Alright, click the continue button here to continue this dimension the whole way across. So from here to here. Okay, so that's this wall. Alright. Now again, you can either change it from the properties, but I'm very lazy. I'm just going to match the properties from here because I don't like how big that's sitting. Alright, so my wall thickness is 65, my room thickness is 1914, and this one is this. Then to finish it off, we take a measurement from the outsides. Okay, match properties again, now from here to here. Awesome. Remember the green, everything the green box touches is affected, and the blue, the whole thing has to be selected. Now measure it with the openings. Alright, we're building up towards a house by the looks of it. Very clever, the man that put this together. So let's do it again. Measure the wall thickness, straight up. Annotate, continue the measurement. Alright, measure the opening, so let's go to here, to the other side, so that's how wide that opening is. Alright, these are the windows, to this one. Alright, now the door is from the outside to this outside, and then we can come back and do the wall thickness again to there. Now I spoke about a clever man, but he's made a mistake here, so let's just move this down. Alright, our doors don't sit here, our doors sit here on our stud, okay, not on the gap. Alright, match properties from these ones to here. Alright, let's do a measurement for the whole outside. Match properties again for here. Okay, so I've got the wall thickness, come across, we've got the opening. Opening's 165, then we have a 400mm gap, and then we have another opening, 604, then a door, and then our wall. Okay, so we will build up to putting all this in. Alright, I highly recommend you memorize how to do this and how to do this. They will show up time and time again. Annotate the following exactly as this. Okay, so measure from here to here. Alright. Measure from here. Now this 496 is to the center of this bottom reinforcement. Alright, this measurement is very important. That measurement is actually for our design of this beam. That's the crucial measurement. Alright, there we go again for the outside. Now I know the text is a bit all over the shop at the moment, but as soon as I match the properties, okay, it will tidy up. Measure from the top of the concrete to the steel, which is our cover. And let's measure again from here to here, which is our cover. Match the properties from here, one here, one here. Now we don't move measurements, so if I click on this one, I can see these dots here is where it's referenced from. Now if I move this measurement away, so up here, now it's unreferenced. So any changes I make here, it's not going to reflect. So that's very inaccurate, sorry. So we stretch them. Stretch, if I want to move any of my measurements, I always stretch and move them down. Okay, pick the stretch, move it across. Alright, you do this with all of your annotation, your measurements, sorry. Always stretch them, don't move them. Cool. Alright, almost there. Sorry, I know these last few videos have been a bit long, and probably this one, but we're getting there. So annotate the following base plate, exactly the same. Alright, so you've got the example here, just do the same over here. So top measurement, repeat it, Alright, from here to here, gives me 150. Alright, I need from here to the edge. Alright, it's very hard to see at the moment, so probably not a bad idea to play around with the properties, but I'm just going to match them for now. Alright, I need to the center line here, so what I might do is just copy this one, but not at the center line. I'll copy from here, okay, to the center line of this one. Then what I can do is copy from this edge to the center line of this one. Okay, so now I know that's exactly where it is. I need the measurement from the center to the edge. I need a measurement here from the center to the edge. I reckon I put this the wrong, sorry, from here to here, so center to the edge. Matching these properties again. The last one that I need is, so I'm going to need this one, and I'm going to need this diameter. So linear from this edge to here. I'll explain the reasons for this edge distance in class, but it's very important, and especially the centers. This diameter here, we go annotate, down arrow, diameter, and select this one. Because my properties of these lines I'm using are massive, I'll just again match the properties across to here. Okay. So, and then what you can do to tidy it up, you can just stretch what you would like. So you can play around with that after. Move the sliding door straight down, trim the lines and annotate it. Alright, so this one, select it. It's a sliding door, it's 2100 high, 2400 wide. So from here to the snaps perpendicular, trim, enter. Now I want to see the door, so I want to trim this line. I have to make sure I'm grabbing these green lines. Alright, I don't want to be trimming the actual door frame, just trimming the green out of it. And you can see when I hover over this, sometimes I get the grey on the other side. So I don't want to cut everything, but let's trim from here to here, enter. This might help, not quite, but it's going to help me if I just select these lines here. Okay, trim, enter, tidy these ones up, and then these ones. Now to measure it, just like you did before, come through the walls. So from here, annotate, continue to this door, get the opening, get the wall, and then you can do the overall after. I won't do the overall now, you guys can do that. I'll just match the properties straight through. Cool, so same thing with the windows. I'll let you guys do this one, but basically select them, move them straight down, trim the lines and measure it. I'll see you all on Thursday.